Hi guys, welcome to Learn Kenyan Law with Wanjiku. This is the platform where you get legally informed, and this is where you get to learn more about Kenyan law. And for today, we're talking about property law. We're going to be asking ourselves, why is it important for me to register my land? What are the goals of registration of land? And we're going to dive into it. The first advantage of registering your land is because you have security of tenure. And when I say security of tenure, I mean it gives you a right to indemnity from the government. This means there's no time the government is going to come to you and tell you this property belongs to us. If you have registered your land, it shows that this is your property and there is no way the government is going to come to you and tell you that this is the government land. And of course, this flows from the fact that a purchaser of a piece of land from a seller, you already have the commercial confidence in the transaction and you're unbothered by the deficiency of the title not revealed in the register. So of course, if you have registered your land, you are also able to just sell it to someone else. And of course, the person who is buying from you, they also have a commercial confidence in that transaction because they are sure that if you have this title deed, it means that you have registered your land. And of course, the title is also going to be revealed in the register. It also guarantees the conclusiveness of the register. Of course, no one from nowhere can just come and claim that this land is theirs as long as it is going to be inconsistent with the registered title. So again, the importance of registering your land is because you have security of tenure, you're able to sell it very well, and no one can claim that this is their land. Either the government or another person from nowhere cannot just come and claim that this is their land. The second reason why it is important for you to register your land, it reduces litigation. So by this, I mean you're not going to find yourself in court being sued over a piece of land that you have registered. And the reason why I'm saying this is because during the process of registration, the size and the owner of the land are conclusively established. So this is to say, if you have registered your land, the government is able to say it is true that this land is owned by someone called BCD. And of course, when you're registering your land, a surveyor has to come and they're also going to determine your land is from here and it is from here and it is in this place. You know, once registration has taken place and anyone, you can decide to settle or you can decide to sell it and you're not going to have fear of being sued. So the importance of registering your land is that there is reduction in litigation. The third reason why it is important for you to register your land is that it prevents fragmentation of land. And usually this happens for agricultural land. It prevents unreasonable or unnecessarily subdivision of land, especially when it comes to agricultural land. Because normally when you subdivide agricultural land, it leads to low production and which hinders the benefits that comes with large economies of scale in agricultural sector. And purely if you have registered your land, for this specific reason, an individual requires permission from the Land Control Board to either subdivide or do anything to an agricultural land. So if you have already registered your 10 acres of land and you have clearly stated that this is an agricultural land, no one from nowhere can just come and decide they want to subdivide your land because the first stop they have to make is the Land Control Board to just get the consent of subdividing this land. And you see, if they're not the real owner, they cannot even get that far. So it is very important because no one is going to just come and subdivide your land, especially if it is a very big piece of land. The next important reason of registering your land is the facilitation of tax administration. By this, I mean, when you go to register your land, the government is able to know that this land belongs to this person. And hence, the government is able to levy a tax or a rate regarding the specific land parcel. And another important thing to note is that this flows from the fact that because land transactions must be registered, the government is able to follow up a sale of land and tax it. So basically, if I used to own this land for the last 10 years, then I decide to sell it, of course, the government knows that you have sold this land to this other person. So now they're going to levy that tax to this other person, and you're not going to have to pay taxes over land that you already sold. The next important reason as to why you should be registering your land is the administration of loan system. And basically here in Kenya, a lot of us are able to get loans from big banks because we have the security of titles. So if you have registered your land, you're able to have a title deed. And the security of that title deed makes borrowing of money an easy task, because the money lender, for example, if the money lender is a bank, the bank is able to just give you money, and they're happy to even advance you money because they know you have a secure title. In case you default from paying this land, they're able to pay that land and, get their money back. So administration of loan system is easier if you have registered your land. And of course, this helps in the proprietor to secure capital for development of land. Sometimes you have a very big land, but you don't even have money to build a house there. So what you can do is that you can go to the bank and tell them, I need a house to live in. Me and my family need to live here. So take my title deed, give me 6 million, let me go build my house. Then I will be paying you slowly by slowly. When I finish paying you, you will return the title deed. So the banks are usually able and happy to even do this. But if you have not registered your land, then it means you do not have a title deed. Thank you so much for listening to this, and I'm sure by now you are able to understand. Why do I need to register my land? We have talked about the importance of land registration. We've talked about the security of tenure. We've also talked about preventing fragmentation of land. It reduces litigation. The facilitation of tax administration is easier, and you're also able to get a loan from money lenders. I'll see you next time. Feel free to watch some of my videos. Bye!